Hey everyone, this is Toby and welcome to another video of my EZdrummer 2 tutorial series. So in this video we are taking a look at the different drum presets, and I will actually show you a really good way how you really select one of those drum kits for your style. One of the mistakes many people actually do is they actually just play a couple of these drums and decide whether the drum kit is good or bad just based on these few samples. For example, like this. Okay, so this is not really a big problem, but it's very hard to imagine how the entire drum kit sounds together, as a whole. When you just play the single instruments. So my preferred way of selecting one of the appropriate drum kits is actually to quickly go to the browser tab, and let's take any one of those grooves that is available. Let's actually take this one, which is a little bit slow, but the problem is that it's actually running at the wrong tempo. And why is that? You can see that I was actually selecting let's start from the very left. So I was going to the rock solid MIDI library, and then I was selecting one of the mid-tempo songs, and the song actually I selected was Funkish 118 BPM. And if you take a look at this one, it's 118 BPM, so this is the original recording speed. But if you take a look at the speed of my DAW, it's currently set to 80 BPM. So what you can always do is, you can go over here on the top and press the preview original tempo button. And then when you take a listen to this particular beat, it will be played back at the original speed it was recorded at. Okay, so let's take this one, and in order to use it, it's pretty easy. You just have to click and drag and drop it down to this sequencer. And now if you play it back, well, you can actually hear that it's slow again. Why is that? So if you take a closer look at these buttons underneath here, you can actually see that one of these buttons is called follow host, which means that the playback of your tune track or your EZdrummer actually is automatically synced with your DAW. So since I'm still using 80 BPM in my DAW, the sequencer of the EZdrummer 2 software is also using the same speed. So in order to fix this, it's pretty simple. Let's actually just change the BPM to 118. And if we now play back the song, it will be at the original tempo. Okay, so we have a nice playback, or we have a nice drum beat, and let's actually select our appropriate drum. So one thing I want to do before I'm actually going through the different drum kits and drum presets is you actually can click over here in this area and drag it to the left. And then you see this area is actually highlighted and the looper function is automatically activated, which means that when you now press the play button, once you reach the end of your drum groove, the cursor will jump back to the beginning and start playing all over again. And this is really cool because it will actually play an infinite loop while we are selecting the appropriate drum kit. Okay, so I really like this one. Of course, your taste may be different, so it's not really a big issue because, of course, if you're more like a metalhead and you want to record some metal songs, then you possibly stick with the metal preset. which has a very clicky kick drum sound. But after all, you can always take a listen on this one. What I also recommend is that once you started recording your song, this is something I can also make a video about if you wish. So when you record your song and you have some tracks of your guitars and maybe vocals and your bass guitar, sometimes it's really cool if you just change the presets, because sometimes specific drum kits sound better for some kind of song than another one. So, it may appear that later during the songwriting process or during the recording process, you actually decide for another drum kit, which is no problem. And this is something great about EZdrummer, because imagine you have recorded some drums and then you actually start to record guitars and the bass guitar and the vocals. And after 2 weeks of work, you notice the drums just sound like shit. Okay, you would have to do the entire work from scratch again. And with EZdrummer, it's no problem, because everything you have to do is when you recorded your entire song, you actually just have to go over here and select another drum kit, and that's it. This is one of the many, many great reasons why actually EZdrummer is this great, okay? So in order to keep this video short, I don't want to tire you, let's actually come to an end, and I will show you in the next video how we actually can arrange our first little song. There are many different ways, but of course, because since this is the beginning of the tutorial series, I will of course show you the easier ones, and then later we will go more and more into detail and actually proceed to the more advanced techniques. Okay, so if you have any ideas or any questions, as always, leave a comment below, and otherwise we're going to see us in my next video. Bye!